Fire me up.
I got these. Yeah.
Uniform order.
What do we have to say? Uniform.
You don't say anything.
Okay, good.
You're just going to go meet your teacher.
Hey, could I have your attention, please? Tonight's game marks the 23rd annual Raider Girls Basketball Teacher Appreciation Night. This is a special night for us as it emphasizes the student part of student athlete. At this time, the players and coaches would like to say thank you to all of the faculty and staff of the Northfield Public Schools and ask that all district employees stand and be recognized. We appreciate the time and effort that you put forth in order to make Northfield schools exceptional. In tonight's program, you'll find a special insert with a note from each varsity player to a teacher who has made a positive impact on her life. We would like to thank these teachers for all that you have done for our basketball players. Your encouragement of them, both in and out of the classroom, has a tremendous impact on their lives. We appreciate your time, knowledge, and most of all, your care and concern for them on a personal level. Teachers, when you hear your name, please meet your student athlete at half court. Caitlin Schultz has selected Mr. Bubba Sullivan. Tatum Sawyer selects Ms. Julene Johnson. Grayson Mosley selects Ms. Heather Rose. Linnea Wilhelm selects Ms. Catherine Norrie. Grace Mostad selects Sarah Martins. Maya Richardson has selected Ms. Jill Cole. McKenna Quinnell has chosen Mr. Andy James. Cora McBroom selects Josh Spitzak. Judith Prinza selects Mr. TJ Wiebe. Sydney Livingston has chosen Angie Shook. Alea Duha selects Michelle Steele. Kat Organ has chosen Mr. Carl Tice. Lydia Rosenhammer picks Miss Jackie McKay. Amber Mahal has chosen Mr. Shane Byer. And Kate Sand has selected Frau Katie Casson. Again, we thank you, all of our teachers, for all that you have done for our girls basketball players. Your support of them in the classroom and in their extracurricular activities is greatly appreciated. Teachers, we ask you all join us in the cafeteria after the game for an ice cream social.
very hard to please.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by IAT. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders! From all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Hello and welcome to NorthfieldLive.com. Tonight you're watching your Northfield Raider girls basketball team host the Mankato East Cougars. I'm tonight's play-by-play Liam O'Neill with Joey Hudson as tonight's color announcer with Lance Reister producing and running the cameras. Tonight's matchup is the Cougars, who are coming in with an overall record of 11-6 and 8-2. The Big Nine, they're taking on your Northfield Raiders, who have an overall record of 5-11 and 4-8 in the Big Nine Conference. So definitely a tough matchup for the Raiders. Obviously, when you're going up against one of the best in the Big Nine, it's always going to be hard. But I mean, the Raiders, they can definitely find a way to win. We just saw them the other day here at home squeak out a victory against the Faribault Falcons.
Yeah, nice 41-35 win over the Faribault Falcons there. Hopefully a nice little conference booster going into this one. And before this game, JV won pretty handily over the Cougars. So hopefully the varsity team can carry a little bit of that momentum going into this one.
Yeah, I know the varsity, obviously, coming off that win, it is definitely good to get that win train rolling. Hopefully they can extend it here. Obviously, it's going to be a very tall order coming against the Cougars, but anything can happen in this great game.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to see the girls come out firing on all cylinders here tonight. The Faribault game, it started off pretty good. It got a little slow there, then they really picked it up. So hopefully we can see that A team that we've seen flashes of so far this year.
Teacher night tonight, we saw some of the players in the pregame. They went and highlighted some of their favorite teachers, so it's always great to see that. Obviously, a huge part, or half of what these kids are student athletes. The student comes first, so it's good to have the teachers here supporting them too. We're going to take a quick ad break. We'll be back to you for your coaches' interviews.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Start your morning with the KYMN Morning Show. This is Jeff Johnson. Join me each weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. when I talk with local people making news. Rich Larson has the area's most comprehensive and up-to-date newscasts. Weather specialist Bob Matheson will have your forecast. And Tim McNiff joins us for news with a side of sports. Find out what's happening in your community by listening to 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net. KYMN 95 The One.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2 story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
A health savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This ball is crushed.
All Major League Baseball spring training camps are in full swing, and that means Northfield Youth Baseball registration is open. Enjoy watching your kids on a baseball field this summer. And for those interested in travel baseball leagues, register them now at northfieldyouthbaseball.com. Yes, we know there's still snow on the ground, but for kids ages 10 to 15 years old and interested in travel baseball, you must register before March 12th to get your child's name on the list for tryouts. Visit northfieldyouthbaseball.com and click on the travel registration link before March 12th for Northfield Youth Travel Baseball.
All right, welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. Action coming underway in 11 minutes on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders coming in 5-11, 4-8 in the Big Nine, so definitely going to be a tall task to take on these Cougars here, although the Raiders certainly do have some great matchups. One player for the Cougars maybe to look out for is Haley Petzel. She's a senior for the Cougars. She's 6'2". Hey, look for Kate Sand and Amber Mahal to take her on.
Yeah.
Both of them standing at 6 foot.
Yeah, if you watched the Faribault game just a few nights ago, you saw the Raiders kind of struggle with the size down there in the paint, being able to keep up with some of the bigger men on Faribault's squad. So we'll see how they can adjust to Petzel's bigger size here. We were unable to catch up with Paul Eddy for home team coaches interviews. That would be brought to you by Hometown Credit Union. Hometown Credit Union is serving 26 counties in southern Minnesota. They have 2 locations in Owatonna, one in Faribault and one right here in Northfield.
So another big point about this Raiders team is there's only 2 seniors on this team right now, a very young team for the Raiders. Those 2 seniors being Cora McBroom and Catherine Organ. Both of them seniors, so only 2 seniors as compared to the boys team was a lot more seniors. I think they have maybe about 6 or 7.
Yeah, boys a very senior-led team. We have obviously only 2 seniors. We have a really young squad here. We have just looking at the numbers right now, about 6 9th graders in the whole varsity. I think this roster is varsity and JV, but it's mostly 9th graders, 10th graders here. Yeah, I mean 2 seniors, 2 juniors. It's a very young group, so we're going to see them. They still are developing, a lot of them, which is kind of why they got out to a really slow start this year. They're still kind of trying to learn how to play up against this better competition that you're not seeing at the 9th grade JV level. And I mean, they're really coming along here.
Yeah, and that's one great thing, too, about having all those 10th graders. I mean, you have 4 10th graders starting on the roster right now. Is then you develop them, you give them the varsity minutes that they need to see especially good competition, especially coming out of the hands of Mankato East. You can develop those players, hopefully even get a win here, and have a very bright future.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see hopefully a really good contest here from the Raiders, coming out with a lot of effort as you see some of those JV players going up against the varsity players here, seeing what they can give them as looks for on offense here. So we're going to take an ad break. Be right back here in about 4 minutes here on NorthfieldLive.com for a little more pregame and some starting lineups and national anthem here on NorthfieldLive.com.
If you could choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others just by where you choose to bank. When you bank with Hometown Credit Union, you are participating in a not-for-profit cooperative. We proudly reinvest into our communities through free financial education to people of all ages. We believe people can make better money decisions when equipped with the financial knowledge they need. Learn more about how you can join Hometown to make a difference and support our financial education outreach at www.hometowncu.coop.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Weather is here, and that means it's time to stop by and get Witt Brothers Winterization Special. For just $30, you can get your battery, antifreeze, and tires checked. Don't let balding tires cause more slipping and sliding on your way home. Swing by Witt Brothers to get your tires checked and make sure you're ready for the cold by taking advantage of the $30 Winterization Special. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching your Northfield Raider girls basketball team host the Mankato East Cougars. So just over 4 minutes left to go before we get the starting lineups, national anthem, and then tip-off underway. So, Joey, do you have any thoughts coming into this game?
You know, obviously the Raiders, they're underdogs coming into this game. That's not a surprise to anyone on the team, watching the team, who's kept tabs with the team. It's they know that they're not expected to win. Cougars, they just do have a better record. They're coming out here, they're expecting to win, so hopefully the Raiders can take advantage of that, kind of surprise them right out the gate and keep that momentum going if they are able to.
Yeah, definitely. This is a team that is very much able to do that. Obviously, we have a lot of young talent, so this game mostly about building some of those talents, getting them ready for their junior and senior seasons. We got 4 sophomores starting today. Tatum Sawyer, Grace Mostad, Amber Mahal, and Kate Sand. They're all looking to start tonight, so some really young talent. I mean, obviously, we don't know what their potential is, so definitely the ability to shock this Mankato East team and take them by surprise.
I mean, if the Raiders come out firing tonight and they're able to keep that, especially going into the second half, that's kind of been their kryptonite this year. They start off pretty good in the first half and they just can't quite keep that going through. So if they're able to even just get a little going in the first half and just kind of build on that instead of losing that when they enter that locker room at halftime, that would be a real confidence booster for the Raiders, and I think they could really hold their own with the Cougars here.
Yeah, and another good thing about the Raiders is they have some really good bench depth.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, just before we started this game here, the JV game was going on, and the Raiders blew out the JV for the Cougars. So a lot of those JV players looking to hopefully make an impact.
Yeah, you know, that's something that's it's kind of weird on this team. You'll see the same 5 girls, they start every game, barring injury, here and there. And then it's really just like 3 girls who come off the bench most of the game. And then, later in the game, if the score pulls away one way or the other, we'll see those JV girls come in. So hopefully we can see some of those girls who really have appeared to earn those varsity minutes so far this year start to come into these games and really start to hold their own against some more varsity talent here.
And, compared to the last game that we saw them here on KYMN, definitely in terms of height, a very much more equal game. Obviously, the Cougars have Haley Petzel, the senior, standing at 6'2", but we have both Amber Mahal and Kate Sand only 2 inches behind her, both at 6 feet. So look to get some good post play this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big part of the Raiders, it's going to be if they can land those shots from the perimeter. They love to take those. I mean, a big recipe for success is when they can get it down to Kate Sand and she can just turn around and throw up a layup. But they love to take those perimeter shots, and some days they're falling, some days they're not. And we'll see if the Raiders can make them fall here. They look pretty good in warm-up so far, so hopefully that's a good indicator.
Yeah, a really good game coming up on NorthfieldLive.com. Just under a minute here until we get underway with the national anthem and then the starting lineups. So we're going to take a quick ad break for the national anthem. We'll be back to you on NorthfieldLive.com for your starting lineups.
Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
We pledge to show respect for each other and our opponents. We ask that all fans join us in displaying and in practicing positive school spirit without degrading officials or participants and fans from opposing schools. Cheer for your team, not against the opponents.
Will you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem?
So there is your national anthem. In a moment here, we will have our starting lineups brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic. Ritchie Eye Clinic, if you are interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step.
And a forward, number 12, senior Ellie Edberg. And another guard, number 20, senior Macy Burkholz. And a forward, number 24, junior Kylan Stengel. And at center, number 42, senior Haley Petzel. The head coach for the Cougar is Anna Bover. The assistant coaches are Claire Peterson and Tara Westad. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Northfield Raiders. At a guard, number 3, sophomore Tatum Sawyer. At the other guard, number 10, sophomore Grace Molstad. At a forward, number 23, senior co-captain Kat Oregon. At the other forward, number 32, sophomore Amber Mahal. And at center, number 45, sophomore Kate Sand. The head coach of the Raiders is Paul Eddy. The assistant coaches are John Sand and Leah Sand.
All right, so there's your national anthem there for the Cougars and the Raiders. They're brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic once again. So Raiders breaking the huddle here. We'll see who comes out for the tip-off.
You know, I'm a betting man. I might bet on Haley Petzel for the Cougars winning this one. She got 2 inches over the two Raiders centers, but we'll see as Paul Eddy giving his pregame speech to his players as they look for the tip-off. Mr. Eddy obviously has been coaching this Raiders girls team for a long time, way longer than I know, but he's been doing a great job for these Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone that you talk to, they absolutely love playing for him. Does they have a little confusion here or something? I don't know.
Great math teacher, too.
Yeah.
Very great for me in 10th grade.
Yeah, it was a great 10th grade math teacher, exactly.
All right.
So we'll see what's going on here with the confusion.
As now we got tip-off underway. That one is won by Amber Mahal. She looks back to Grace Mostad, back over to Kat Organ on the far wing. Kat Organ takes it up top, turning around, pivoting, looking for an outlet pass. She's looking. She'll find Grace Mostad now with the ball driving to her right. She'll look in. That's Kate Sand at the top of the key, looking to hand it off. She'll look in for Amber Mahal. Got the ball, shot it, blocked by the Cougars. No foul. Not coming down with it is Macy Burkholz. Burkholz looking to set up this Cougars offense. Now she kicks it out to Reuter. Reuter back over to Stengel. Back to Reuter. Into the pace for Petzel. She'll turn around, misses that one to her right. That one's bounced around. Taken back by the Cougars. Top of the key now is Edberg. Pass off to the far wing looking for Burkholz. Burkholz, step back, three-pointer. Just short off the front of the iron. Rebounded again by the Cougars. She'll take another try at it, and that one will be good. Macy Burkholz with the first points of the game. She got that one.
Yeah, only a matter of time there. Raiders just kept letting the Cougars get their own rebound. Merkel eventually able to just put it into the rim there.
There's now Kat Organ looking in for Kate Sand. Kate Sand back out. Now Tatum Sawyer can't get it. That one's off the glass, rebounded by the Cougars. Cougars are running down the court. Burkholz again with the ball. She'll take a long three-pointer. That one off the front of the iron, just short. Rebounded by Kate Sand. Now Tatum Sawyer taking the ball up for the Raiders. Just outside of the three-point line. She'll look to set up a play. Kate Sand over to Grace Mostad, driving into her right. Turnaround jumper. That one's no good. Just too strong off the back iron. That one rebounded by Ellie Edberg. She'll pass it off again to Macy Burkholz, the senior for the Cougars. She's taken all of their shots so far. There are 3 points so far in this game. She'll look, get a play started. She'll pass it out to the wing. Stengel back in with the ball back out. As Reuter passes it back in. Shot goes up. That's Petzel with it. She can't get it. Rebounded by the Cougars. Shot goes up. No good. Ellie Edberg went for the right-handed layup. Couldn't get it. Is now Tatum Sawyer out to Kat Organ on the wing. Back into Tatum Sawyer. The jump shot now on the outlet pass is just long. Kate Sand missing that one. Rebounded by the Cougars. Cougars now bringing the ball up. Looking into the paint to Petzel. Back out. Shot is up. Rims out. As I believe Ellie Edberg with it is now some back and forth, and it'll be Cougars ball off of Grace Mostad.
Yeah, Burkholz just got tied up with her. They try to kick it out to Mostad. Mostad been kind of the quarterback of the offense all year, playing point guard all year for the Raiders. So they try to get it up to her to take it up court, and Burkholz just able to get a hand in there. It ends up rolling off one of their foots. It must have been Mostad there.
Yeah, there's now two players coming in for the Cougars. Maddie Beatty. I'll take us on for the other one. That's number 30, Hannah Full on the three-pointer. Can't get it. Rebounded by Petzel. Back out. Shot is in. That's Hannah Full with a second chance points. So now the Cougars are in a press. 1-2-2 zone press. Now Kat Organ on the wing. They'll look to maybe trap her. That's in. Kicked around. Raiders still with the ball. Step back by Mostad. Can't get it. Now Tatum Sawyer to reset. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Sawyer driving to her right. Looks around, finds Kate Sand at the top of the key. Kate Sand back out to Tatum Sawyer. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Sawyer will go right, put it up, and it's in! And one, Tatum Sawyer.
Sawyer doing a great job attacking the basket there, recognizing that she could just sneak back past that defender, able to draw the foul and get the shot up and in.
There's some great manipulation of the shot clock by the Raiders, not getting scared or stressed by that short shot clock, as that extra point by Tatum Sawyer will be good. As they took their time with the shot clock, making sure they got the best shot they could. Taking it up for the Cougars is Burkholz. She'll pass out for Full. At the top of key, looking in, it's back to Full for the three-pointer. That one, no good. Almost gets stuck in the corner now. Grace Mostad on the rebound. Looks up for Kat Organ into Kate Sand in the post. Kate Sand on the block. She'll turn around. She'll get it on the right hand. A hook shot by Kate Sand off the right hand. Now the Cougars already up in Northfield's area is now, that one is almost out of bounds, controlled by Full. Oh, now shot up, no good. Rebounded by Tatum Sawyer. She's got a 2 on nobody. Kat Organ now with the layup. She's got it. Kat Organ at the transition bucket. Raiders up 7-5 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, Raiders coming out firing here. Absolutely electric play style so far from the Raiders. Absolutely what they need so far as they continue to smother the Cougars on defense here, forcing those shots like that.
That shot by Beatty is no good. So Raiders will once again take control. Tatum Sawyer bringing it up, going to her left instead this time. She'll kick it back out. Kate Sand with the three-pointer. That's no good, just long. Rebounded by Petzel. Sorry, I believe that's Edberg. So now Edberg with a shot on the right hand, no good. Foul called. It'll be 2 shots. Some subs for the Raiders.
I couldn't tell who that was, but Cougar, who was taking it up there, just kind of lost it off of her foot. I don't know if she just didn't have a good handle on the ball. And then, of course, it just kind of fell right into the arms of her teammates.
First free throw is up and good. Now some substitutes coming in for the Raiders. Maya Richardson coming in. Also, Cora McBroom and for the Raiders. And I believe there's one more.
Schultz subbed in.
Yeah, Schultz. And the second one from the charity stripe will be good for the Raiders. Or, excuse me, for the Cougars. So now the Raiders taking that ball up. That's Mostad. He'll kick it back out to Schultz. Schultz on the three-pointer. It's good. Caitlin Schultz with the three-pointer.
Raiders coming out electric here tonight, telling the Cougars it's not going to be an easy one here, as they're also smothering them on defense pretty good.
There's now Hannah Full with the three-pointer. She'll get it. Both of these teams are lighting it up from the three-pointer so far. As now Caitlin Schultz looks to control the press. Wide open under the basket. That's intercepted by number 42, Haley Petzel. She got back on that one as they were looking for Amber Mahal. She now controls it. Macy Bergholz now at the top of the key. She'll go for a three-pointer. Step back. Got it.
Fantastic job by Bergholz there. Just absolutely sunk it in easily. We'll see if the Raiders start adapting to the press here, start putting one on the Cougars here. I would not be surprised. I know that they have worked on it so far this year and worked on applying it in some games, and it did work pretty well earlier in the season.
As now McBroom finds Mahal. Amber Mahal, three-pointer. These teams are just trading threes. As now the Cougars look to get back in the lead as the Raiders tied up this game with that one. Now Full with the ball. She'll look in for Petzel. Petzel gets that one stripped and knocked off of her foot. Caitlin Schultz with the great defense. It's now Tatum Sawyer sub back in for Grace Mostad. Also Kat Organ coming in for Amber Mahal. This Raiders team has done a great job so far staying with Mankato East. So Mankato East also subbed in Ariel Omote. That last name sounds familiar. There was BJ Omote from last year, and I believe there's another Omote player on the boys team. So now the Raiders have it at the top of the key. That's Maya Richardson with a three-pointer just to the right of the basket. She hits the right iron. Rebounded by the Cougars as they look up. Bergholz passes it up. Bergholz gets the rebound again. She'll drive to her right. Bergholz with the right hand way over the basket.
Surprised there's no foul call on that one. Definitely looked like a hand might have got into on her arm there as she tried to just kind of put the hook shot over the defense and ended up putting it over the backboard.
Yeah, no call by the refs, so that one will sail wide out of bounds. Raiders now with the ball with a chance to get the lead. Caitlin Schultz driving to her left, passes out to Kat Organ.
Organ tosses it over to Richardson. Richardson on the far wing, dribbling around. She tosses it back over to Sawyer. 20 on the shot clock here as Sawyer steps up, going over the far corner, dribbling it herself. She's going to end up tossing it back to McBroom deep on the key. So now Schultz with the ball, less than 10 on the shot clock now. McBroom backing up in for the layup, and she can't quite get a good shot off it. She gets a rebound there, and she finds it. Cora McBroom, what a play.
Yeah, great job by these Raiders getting those offensive rebounds. The kind of wonky shot by McBroom didn't go in the first time. She gets that rebound, puts it back in. So now the Cougars with the ball driving in is Haley Petzel. Petzel with the turnaround jumper. That one is good. Right-handed jumper by Petzel. Ties this game back up at 15 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Schultz has it back out to Richardson. Richardson looking in for Kat Organ. That one will be a foul on number 12, Ellie Edberg. Kat Organ will get her 2 shots at the line. Kate Sand looks to check in after this first free throw.
Yeah, we'll see what Oregon can do from the line here. I haven't checked the stats in a while, but she was leading the team in points per game a few games ago as she sinks that one there. So Kate Sand subs into the game. She did foul out against Faribault, so we'll see how she can play here tonight. I don't think she has any yet. Raiders only have 1 foul on the board.
Yeah, both teams have been doing really good about not fouling. The only thing is fouling on shots and not shots. Kat Organ misses the second one from the charity stripe. Is now number 20 taking it up. Burkholz. She'll pass out. That 3 is up and on the way. No good. Rebounded by Omote. Back in.
Fantastic
Ariel
job.
Omote.
Yeah, fantastic job by Ariel Omote. She does a great job as Schultz just kind of spins around there. Eventually finds Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson now with the ball driving to the left. She'll kick it back out. Caitlin Scholes back over to Sawyer. In looking for Richardson. That one's tipped out of bounds by Hannah Full. Yeah, that whole Omote family is just amazing at basketball. We saw her brother, one of her brothers on this team. They took down the Raider boys as that one is tipped into the hands of Mankato East. It's now in the hands of Amber Reuter. Back over to Hannah Full. Back to Reuter, back to Full. Full is looking at her options, goes into Omote, can't get it. Reuter on the shot, no good. Just right of the rim, rebounded by the Raiders. Richardson bringing it up. She'll look, she'll travel, just.
She kind of dragged her.
Faked,
Yeah, she tries to pump fake over to, I think it was Schultz, and she just kind of dragged her right foot there. And I think she knew it all the way. She tried to sell it a little bit, but just couldn't quite.
Yeah, some subs for the Raiders coming in. Grace Mostad coming back into the game. And Amber Mahal checking back in is now Reuter with the ball. She'll look around for Hannah Full, who pump fakes. She's looking, just not.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there for Faribault.
Yeah.
She tries to find Omote there at the top of the lane and just can't quite. She tries to just hook it around, and I think Omote just didn't expect the pass to come there. I think she was even going over to set up a screen, and it ends up in the past the line.
Yeah, just on a different wavelength there as now the Raiders take the ball. That one is tipped. So no backcourt violation. Sawyer to take the ball back up. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Passes off to Mostad. Mostad in the lane on the jumper. Got it. That floater there by Mostad takes the Raiders back in the lead. So not taking the ball back up is Burkholz. She'll hand it off to Reuter. Back to Hannah Full. Over to Omote. Back in the hands of Burkholz. Burkholz with the three-pointer. Just short as that one's rebounded by Sawyer. She rips it away from Omote, who's trying to tie her up. Now up to Grace Mostad. That one's intercepted by Macy Burkholz. Macy Burkholz looking for the layup. She won't get it, just off the front. The ball's bouncing all around. That one will be tied up between Tatum Sawyer and Ellie Edberg.
Fantastic defense there by Grace Mostad. The Cougars had a 2-on-1 there, and she decided to just go for the layup one-on-one and try to beat Grace Mostad, and Mostad made her pay for that one.
Yeah, great defense by Mostad. Obviously, in those 2-on-1 situations, you got to make a decision. And I guess in that situation, she made the right one, stopping that layup.
Yeah, I mean, it was really close. I think the pass might have even been able to be tipped by Mostad, or Mostad may have been able to just turn around and do the same thing. But either way, Cougars inbounding under their own basket here.
Now this inbound finds Burkholz. She's been taking a lot of shots for the Cougars. Is now in the hands of Beatty. She'll pass it over to Reuter for the three-pointer. That's no good, just short. Tipped around. That'll be tipped off of Macy Burkholz. Out of bounds, Raiders ball. They look to get it in. Mostad into Sawyer. Mankato East backing off on that press as the Raiders have been able to break it. Now going to her left is Mostad. She'll look in for Amber Mahal. Tied up. They'll call a foul there on, we'll see in a second. It's number 30, Hannah Full. Her first foul. Now inbound in Kat Organ. She'll find Kate Sand. Over to Mahal. Back over to Mostad. Mostad to Sawyer. Driving in. Baking back to Mostad. Now Amber Mahal going to her right. She'll go for the layup. Just too much power on it. But Kate Sand is there for the offensive rebound and the putback. Timeout taken by the Cougars. Raiders lead 20-17 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll take a quick ad break. Be right back to you for some more girls basketball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching your Northfield Raider girls basketball team take on the Mankato East Cougars. Excuse me. Mankato East came into this game with a 11-6 record, 8-2 in the Big Nine. Raiders 5-11, 4-8. But the Raiders now control the lead as the Cougars look to score here, taking that ball down in the hands of Reuter now. Back over to Petzel. Petzel back over to Stengel. Now going in. It was Burkholz. That one's out of bounds on Burkholz as she was looking for Edberg. Just can't find her. It'll be Raiders' ball. So I'll get the inbound. Mankato East backing off on the press that they started at the beginning of this game. That obviously stopped working for them as the Raiders were able to break the press. Now Tatum Sawyer with the ball. She'll be at the top of the key. She'll get her defender to bite. Driving in. Floater. No good. Just too much power on it. Someone's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by the Cougars. Getting this ball up is Burkholz as she'll find Ellie Edberg in the corner. Oh, it's Maddie Beatty back out. That shot is up. Three-pointer is good for Kylan Stengel. She'll get the three-pointer, tie the game back up at 20. Raiders coming down the floor now in the hands of Kat Organ. She'll drive to the middle of the court with her left, turn around, look for the jumper, fake it. That one's intercepted by the Cougars. Yeah, that one appeared to be wide open for Amber Mahal. The Cougars stole it away. Now over to the corner, looking for Stengel. That'll be Kat Organ. Called on the foul.
Organ definitely a little frustrated after that pass was grabbed out of the air by the Cougar defender Lurkin over there, over Mahal. So a little frustration foul there as Schultz subs in the game for Sawyer. And Maya Richardson will run in too.
Yeah, Maya Richardson to take off Kat Organ. So Mankato East now looking to take another lead. I haven't been counting how many times this lead has changed, but it has been so many so far this game as that one's inbounded. Cougars ball. Haley Petzel with it. She's looking in for Kylan Stengel. That one tipped out of bounds by the Raiders.
Yeah, good job.
In the hands of East.
Good job there by Sand. She recognized that, you know, if that player does get the ball, if she does get the ball right there in the lane, Sand just doesn't have leverage to make a defensive play, so she just tips it right out, makes them make another play, and there they do.
Burkholz with the little floater. She has just been going off for Mankato East. She's been their main scorer so far. She's taken almost all of their shots. Is now backed into a corner. The Raiders managed to get it out. And it's now Schultz. She'll look over for Richardson. Richardson gets a screen from Mahal, looking for the roll. Mahal gets it. That's blocked by number 12, Edberg. Now coming with a head full of steam is Edberg. She'll miss that layup. And that one will be white ball. Mankato East to take it out. Cora McBroom coming back in. She'll take off Kate Sand.
Yeah, we'll see how Raiders can match with Petzel here. Down in Cora McBroom one-on-one with her right now.
As Maddie Beatty looks to get it in. That one's tied up and stolen away by the Raiders. The great defense by Richardson. Richardson and Mosley combined to get that steal. Excuse me, that was Mostad. So now Mostad going to her right. She'll look for the jumper. Back out to Richardson. That one will get poked away. Kept in the half. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Richardson going to her left. Richardson going behind the back. Going back to her right. She'll look for the roll. Can't get it. That one's tipped by the Cougars. Stolen away. So coming down the court is Kylan Stengel. She'll get it with her left. Layup is in. Cougars take a 4-point lead. And now the Raiders looking to stop this Cougars run. Now Mostad, she'll look in, she'll look to her left, she'll get fouled. That'll be foul number 5 for the Cougars. We'll see in a second who that's on. Call that on number 3, Maddie Beatty. So Raiders will get the ball under the basket. Raiders now running their set play, looking in, finds Mahal on the layup. It's good and one. Amber Mahal.
Yeah,
great play call.
Mostad does a great job finding her right there on the set play, right under the basket, exactly as they planned, right under the arm of a Cougar. And Mahal gets it up for the and one. We'll see if she can get this one, cut it down to a deficit of 1.
Yeah, it's really hard on those inbound plays to stay patient as Mahal's shot is rimming around and in. Really hard to stay patient on those, especially when you only have 5 seconds. I mean, it feels so quick, but you just got to know that you got plenty of time. As now the Cougars, Burkholz has the ball. She'll look over to Haley Petzel. Petzel giving it back to Burkholz. She'll look for a three-pointer. Looks again. Petzel driving in. Kick it out for Beatty. Beatty with the shot. It's no good. Too short. As now Cora McBroom tied up with Petzel, but Petzel stepped out of bounds. And she was going for the ball. It'll be Raiders' ball.
Yeah, good job there by McBroom to be aggressive. Recognize that she can grab that ball. I think Petzel ended up trying to grab it away from her. But either way, Raiders get the ball here as McBroom has it there. Tosses it out to Mostad at the top of the key. Instead tosses it over Richardson. Far court pass there over to Schultz. Mahal there, tossing it to McBroom. Raiders taking their time here as eventually McBroom ends up traveling there as she just is a little too smothered there right under the basket.
Yeah, it's really hard to try not to pick up your pivot foot on those, especially when you got all those people on you. And unfortunately, Cora McBroom just couldn't keep it down as she'll turn it back over to the Cougars, look to extend their lead again. That one's in the corner now. That's Stengel. She'll look far across for Beatty. Beatty back up to Petzel. Petzel back over to Edberg. Edberg with the three-pointer. It's called no good. I think it may have been an offensive foul.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, they'll call 42 Haley Petzel on a block. So it'll be Raiders' ball.
Raiders 1 away from the bonus here, as that's the Cougars' 6th already on the game.
Yeah, the Raiders have done a great job staying out of foul trouble in this first half. They only have 2 fouls so far, with only 3 minutes left in this game. Raiders down 1 now, 23-24 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Richardson will look around. She'll find Sawyer into Mahal, back to Sawyer. Sawyer on the three-point line. She's looking around to find Richardson. Richardson into McBroom. McBroom back out to Richardson. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Schultz. Schultz into Mahal. Only 7 seconds left. Schultz will try to find Sawyer. That'll get taken away by the Cougars. They're now coming down the head full of steam. And Macy Burkholz will get fouled. We'll see who they call it on. Call it on number 12, Maya Richardson. So the Cougars will get it on the sideline.
Yeah, Raiders, they took a little too long trying to make sure that they had the three that they wanted or the shot that they wanted instead of just trying to taking what the Cougars were letting them get right when they got that ball. So Raiders kind of pay for being a little indecisive on their shot selection there as Cougars get the ball here and continue to have the lead here as they're doing a good job driving to the lane there. There's a very fancy back there by
Macy Burkholz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macy Burkholz is just an incredible athlete. She's scored so many points for this East team. She's really the backbone of this team, and just the smooth up and under jelly for Burkholz there is now the Raiders, the three-point hole. They look in Mahal into McBroom. McBroom is fouled. Oh, and one. Never mind. That was a... And we're hearing some boos from the fans. I don't really know if that was an and one, but
Raiders will take
a bit
it.
late, but we'll take it. As McBroom will get her chance at a third point. She'll get her and one. Some subs coming in for the Raiders. Back in is Kate Sand and Grace Mostad. Just under 2 minutes left on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. And McBroom from the free throw line. That'll be long. At the back iron, rebounded by the Cougars. Cougars taking up. That'll be Macy Bergholz with the ball. Bergholz will look over for Beatty. Beatty going far for full. Now Bergholz with a long three-pointer. That'll be short into the hands of Tatum Sawyer. Sawyer looking up for Kat Organ. Kat Organ assessing her options. Back up to Sawyer. Sawyer back to Organ. Now Organ into Sand. Kate Sand on the drive-in. She'll lose control of that ball. She'll fall on her back. She'll roll it out. That one's taken by Mostad with a three-pointer. That'll be no good. All air, but rebounded by Kate Sand. The Raiders will maintain the ball after it's tipped out of bounds by, I believe it was Macy Bergholz. So the Raiders just need to calm down here. Yeah. They've got 9 seconds. Get into play and just calm down this ball because it was really hot right there. They were playing some hot potato. Now McBroom going left with the ball. She's got 3 seconds. She's got to shoot it. She gives a grenade off to Kate Sand, and that one will be no good.
Yeah, Raiders take a little too long there trying to get the shot off. We saw a shot clock violation by the Raiders in the last game. So now Cougars going to take over with exactly a minute left in the first half.
Yeah, that's just got to be something that you're aware of as a player, is knowing that that shot clock's winding down. I know obviously it's hard to look in the action, but before you got to realize, okay, there's 9 seconds. Maybe try to get that internal clock ticking. Is now Mankato East with a three-pointer. That's Beatty. That'll be long. Rebounded by the Raiders. One took a bounce before getting to a players. Now coming down, head full of steam on the layup. No good. Was Mostad. Now looking around. Mostad will get another shot. Three-pointer by Mostad is no good. That's long. And now a push called on, we'll see who. I think that was...
It's on Stengel. Oh, the Cougars.
Yes, Stengel. She'll get her first foul of the game. So the Raiders now with the ball under the basket. Or, never mind, shooting 1-and-1 is Kate Sand, I believe.
They're in the bonus now. I
guess that was a defensive foul. So Kate Sand get her opportunities at the charity stripe as quiet's real down here in the stadium.
Yeah, it's always weird when that happens here at Northfield High School. Eventually we'll just kind of hit a lull there as Sands' a shot is up and no good. Broom grabs the rebound. It's also Mostad tipped out by the Cougars. Cougars got 2-on-2. She ends up going up for the layup. Can't quite find it. It's tipped out. It's going to be Cougars' ball. Questionable call there on that one, but it's going to be Cougars' ball.
That was a good move by Bergholz, though, as that call is overturned. It'll be Raiders' ball now after meeting of the minds with these referees. So 21 seconds left for the Raiders.
Yeah,
no shot clock,
Something you don't see a whole lot there is the refs coming together and realizing, I might have made a mistake there. Yeah. So Raiders try to take over here. Mostad driving into the lane, kicks it over to Sand. We'll see how aware they are of the shot or the clock here as there's 5 seconds left and Raiders just kind of killing time.
Yeah, Kate Sand with the ball. Now Kat Organ with the buzzer beater. She got it! Kat Organ, 3-point buzzer beater, sends the Raiders up by 2 going into halftime. What a momentum changer. Great shot by Kat Organ, giving these Raiders the lead. And the Raiders, surprisingly, having the lead going into half over this Mankato East team. Their coach is definitely going to light a fire under their butts.
Yeah, we'll see how the Raiders are able to keep this momentum going, as that was just an excellent shot there by Kat Organ, able to find it. So we're going to take an ad break here, be back in about 4 minutes for the little halftime show, and then we'll be back in about 10 for the second half here on Raider Girls Basketball on NorthfieldLive.com.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
What if you could choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others just by where you choose to bank? When you bank with Hometown Credit Union, you are participating in a not-for-profit cooperative. We proudly reinvest into our communities through free financial education to people of all ages. We believe people can make better money decisions when equipped with the financial knowledge they need. Learn more about how you can join Hometown to make a difference and support our financial education outreach at www.hometowncu.coop.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2 story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
The Witt Brothers Winterization Special is here. For just $30, stop in and get your antifreeze, battery, and tires checked to ensure they're ready to face the Minnesota cold. Make sure your battery has the cranking amps to keep your remote start working even on the coldest of days. Stop by Witt Brothers and take advantage of their $30 Winterization Special today. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders! From all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching your Northfield Raider girls basketball team take on Mankato East Cougars. And, you know, coming in as the underdogs, a surprising end of the half for the Raiders as they're up 28-26. They took the lead off of a last-second Cat Organ buzzer beater 3. I mean, not what a lot of people were expecting, but just a great job by the Raiders. Obviously, some minor things to improve on. I think 2 of the main things for me are, one, the defensive rebounding.
Yep.
They've given up a lot of offensive rebounds to especially Haley Petzel, the Mankato East team.
Obviously, Petzel does have the size advantage over the Raiders. she's a solid 2 inches taller than Mahal and San, the two biggest girls on the Raiders team, but they need to be a little more aggressive, be able to grab those balls that they should be able to, even the smaller players like not Petzel on the Cougars roster that are grabbing those rebounds just right out of the air. The Raiders should be able to at least fight for those.
Yeah, I know. The second main thing for me is the sloppy passing.
Yeah.
The Raiders have just been trying to force passes, and it's resulted in turnovers, which have been some big points for the Cougars. I think if you get rid of all of these Raiders rebounds, you get rid of about 10 points for Mankato East.
Yeah.
So especially getting down in the shot clock, they start to make a lot of sloppy and forced passes, which ends up going in the favor of Mankato East as they can get some pretty easy transition baskets off of them.
Yeah.
So that's one big thing that the Raiders need to do to win this second half. Obviously, you touched on the fact that the Raiders usually come out firing in the first half and then kind of fade off in the second half. So that's going to be really a third really main thing, is just keep your foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
Don't stop now. Obviously, Raiders kind of playing an 8-girl game, so if you need to go deeper into the bench to keep your players rested, do
they
that.
certainly have the JV depth pieces to be able to dig deep into that bench. I mean, it's certainly they kind of start a lot of people in JV. They're really still trying to figure out this young team, and then they only have 8 girls not wearing their jerseys, not wearing a shirt over that on the bench, or 3 girls on the bench and the 5 on the court. So we'll see if they can if they change that up a little bit here, or if they continue to roll out these same 8 girls and see if Mankato East adapts before they do. But that'll pretty much do it here for our halftime show. We're going to take a solid 3-minute, 30-second ad break here and be right back for the second half on NorthfieldLive.com.
If you could choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others just by where you choose to bank. When you bank with Hometown Credit Union, you are participating in a not-for-profit cooperative. We proudly reinvest into our communities through free financial education to people of all ages. We believe people can make better money decisions when equipped with the financial knowledge they need. Learn more about how you can join Hometown to make a difference and support our financial education outreach at www.hometowncu.coop.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Getting glasses that fit right and look good doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we work with you to provide you with great-looking frames and the best corrective lens options available within a cost range you're comfortable with. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure your glasses fulfill your unique needs every time. We don't just sell glasses, we shape them to you and your lifestyle. Find out how we can help you see more clearly at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Drive your student to the games and get paid. Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus has many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular sized school buses. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you and get paid to watch their games. Benjamin Bus offers on-site training and testing, along with wages up to $24 an hour. No experience is necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, Go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com, where the action is already underway in the second half. Kate Sand loses the ball. She'll pick it back up. Off the hands, number 12, Ellie Eldberg. She's coming down with a head of steam. She'll go for the layup. That one is in. As the Cougars tie it up 28-28 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now Tatum Sawyer to take it up for the Raiders. She'll pass it off to Kat Organ. Oregon back over to Sawyer. Sawyer over to Mostad. Mostad back to Sawyer. Back to Oregon. They look to swing the ball around now into Sand. She'll take a shot and she'll make it. Sand on the short corner jumper. That one will go in as now Burkholz to take it up for the Cougars. This one handed off in the hands of Reuter.
Yeah, obviously Raiders need to keep all that momentum that they had going here. Mankato East, they came out firing in the first half and only going to have more of a fire under them here in the second. So hopefully the Raiders can match that energy a little bit, as they seem to be doing here on defense a little bit, as that shot eventually falls.
Shot by Petzel, just off the rim, off the backboard, and back in. Now Tatum Sawyer looks to Kat Organ. That one almost stolen away. Kat almost travels but keeps her feet down. Now over to Mostad, as Mankato East is in a nice 2-3 zone. They've really been giving the Raiders some trouble with that zone, as they've been jumping a lot of the passes the Raiders have been trying to make, running down the shot clock, forcing the Raiders either do some sloppy turnovers or some bad shots. Now in the corner is Amber Mahal. She'll look in for Sawyer. Sawyer back out. Kat Organ with the three-pointer. That one's short. Amber Mahal with the rebound. No good. Kate Sand with her rebound. She'll get fouled on the shot. 2 shots for Kate Sand coming up at the charity stripe.
Great offensive rebounding there by the Raiders. 3 consecutive. Mahal had a pretty good shot going up there. She just couldn't quite get a good handle on it, so the shot kind of suffered from that. But Sand's going to line up 2 from the stripe here. Hopefully can get the Raiders a lead.
And that first one for Kate Sand off the back iron. That'll be no good. Raiders looking to take their lead back. There's another lead change hopefully coming in this game. Her second shot on the way, no good as well. That one just off to the right. And so Cougars will once again take control. This will be Macy Burkholz with the ball. She'll look in. Oh no, that's Petzel. He's no good. Rebounded by Kate Sand. Now Tatum Sawyer driving down quickly. For Mostad. Mostad goes to her left. Stops and pivots, finds Sawyer. Sawyer looking to high-low. All the way out to Mostad for the three-pointer. That's no good. Rebounded by Kate Sand. Up, no good. Sawyer with another shot. That's no good. And finally, it's rebounded by Petzel. So the Cougars will take control again. As Burgholz drives in with the ball, that one's blocked by Kate Sand. The Raiders just can't keep that ball in balance.
Obviously,
Cougars ball.
Despite the Raiders being the one who put that out of bounds and the Cougars getting the ball here, it was just insane defense there by the Raiders. Cougars have not been able to get anything going here after that initial burst coming out of the gate.
Yeah, there was some great defense by the Raiders and some really sloppy rebounding by the Cougars, who gave up almost 4 offensive rebounds on that one possession. Is now in the corner with it is Stengel. She'll look up for Petzel. Petzel with the ball. She'll drive in. Goes for the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Edberg. Now the shot is Burgholz. That one rebounded by Petzel. She'll put that back in. Cougars up 32-30. Now Mostad taking it up for the Raiders. She'll find Tatum Sawyer out on the wing. She's getting doubled. Now Kate Sand up with the shot, no good. Mahal on the offensive rebound, back out to Mostad. Mostad with the three, no good. Front iron, Kate Sand rebound, can't get it to fall. And that one will be Raiders ball, tipped out of bounds by the Cougars. If you're the Cougars, you have got to be telling your players rebound, rebound, rebound. They haven't been able to get a defensive rebound in about one of every 8 of these rebounds that have come down. Now Kat Organ looks long. She'll find Mahal. Mahal with a jumper, no good. Oh, and kept in bounds, finds the hands of Sawyer. Sawyer will get fouled. She'll take it back under the basket. It would be Raiders ball. And the Cougars just can't get it out of their half, as they've given up so many offensive rebounds, and the Raiders unfortunately haven't been able to capitalize so far. Now Kat Organ
just swatted down right in front of her, so she'll do it again here. We'll see if the Raiders drop something different. Mankato East did a really good job covering up the play there on the zone, as Sand just can't quite hold on to that pass.
Now taking the ball up is Edberg. Edberg going to her left. She'll turn around. She'll find Beatty. Beatty now assessing her options. She'll dribble in. Kicks it out to Full. Full driving to her right. Can't get it. Looks out. That shot is up and good for Kylan Stengel. She'll get that basket. Now running up the floor come the Raiders. Kate Sand looking for Amber Mahal. Can't get it there. That's turned over to the Cougars. Now Burkholz in control of it. She'll pass it to Full. Full on the three. Good. Full with the three-pointer.
Long three there, and suddenly the Cougars have a 7-point lead as Oregon lines up at 3. She sinks that one. Kat Organ.
Big for Kat Organ, as we'll get a timeout here taken by Paul Eddy. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute on North.
Sports has the best selection of merch for kids and adults alike, with Carlton, St. Olaf, and Raider hats, hoodies, and letter jackets. Champion Sports has it all. Champion Sports even offers custom printing for sports teams and businesses. Champion Sports has a good selection of sporting goods for hockey, baseball, swimming, lacrosse, and pickleball. Champion Sports has great shoe brands like Brooks and Adidas to give you that competitive edge. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching the Northfield Raiders girls basketball team take on Mankato East Cougars. After coming into this half with a lead, the Raiders are now down 5 after a long run by the Cougars. The Cougars will take the ball. Burkholz to take it up. Now on a 4th down is now clearing out in the hands of Beatty. She'll fake a three-pointer. Back to Beatty. Beatty driving in. She'll look out. She'll find Full. Tipped around. As now that one is way over the head of Beatty. That pass by Kylan Stengel. Just way over the head of Beatty. It'll be Raiders ball.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Raiders can do here on offense, as Mostad is going to take this one up court for the Raiders here, just passing half court now.
And now over to Schultz, as she'll drive to her right. She'll look out for Richardson. Richardson driving in. She'll kick it back out to Schultz. Schultz looking back for Richardson. That'll be a kick ball. Raiders will take it under the basket.
Yeah,
now, Ariat Amot coming in for the Mankato East Cougars.
Raiders got 22 on the shot clock to try to draw up a play, so they have plenty of time to get the ball out and then let a play develop, but they can't take all day, as that ball is deflected by a Cougar and then it's off the bottom of the backboard. Eventually, Cougar's able to fall on it. Ball's still up in the air, though.
Yeah, that's just a bad pass. You got to be able to get it safely to a player, as now the Cougars have possession of the ball. Burgholz looking to her right. She'll find Full on the three-point line. Yep. And Richardson will get called for a foul.
Yeah, Richardson got a little too close trying to swat that pass down. Ended up just kind of pushing her a little after she was able to get the pass down. Just kept her momentum or wasn't able to stop it, running straight into Full.
And now Maddie Beatty, she'll find Hannah Full on the three-point line. Hannah Full, as she's looking for Macy Bergholz, will just pass it wide of her. It'll be Raiders ball. Still 37-32 on her Heritage Bank scoreboard. 12 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. Now Richardson goes to her right. She'll find Scholes. Back out to Mostad. Mostad will reset this one. Drive to her right. Look for the layup. That'll be no good. Just rimmed out as controlled by Mankato East as they take it up. Bergholz looks to slow it down. Get their play set up as they look to go in a 4-high set. Bergholz now wide open is Full on the cut, and Full will score off the back cut. Raiders, just no one picked her up. She was wide open. It's now Mostad with the ball. She'll look over to Richardson. Richardson at the top of the key looking to set up Raiders motion offense. Now the Raiders into McBroom. Back out to Scholes. Scholes going to her left. McBroom back up. Mostad drives to her left. Mostad with a layup. She gets it. Raiders score 34-39 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's now once again Mankato East has the ball. The Raiders there in that last possession just had some real trouble with spacing. And now the three-point shot is Full, and she'll drain it.
Shots starting to fall here for the Cougars as Raiders need to come back into this one. Sand and Sawyer both ready to check in for the Raiders whenever play stops. Richardson crossing over to the near wing, finding Schultz under the basket, and she's blocked.
That was a big block by Ellie Edberg. She's another really tall player for this Mankato East team. She's standing at 5'11". She did a great job getting that block. So Raiders will once again get another possession. That's just tough if you're the Raiders. You're in a real momentum deficit. You got to get something going here. Kate Sand looks out for Tatum Sawyer. Sawyer back out to Richardson. She'll fake the shot, go back into Sand. Sand with a turnaround jumper. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Cougars on the hands of Bergholz. She'll come down the court. Bergholz with a long three-pointer. She'll get it. Bergholz. What a three. Just steps right into it and makes it as the Cougars are now up 11 on the Raiders. Tatum Sawyer going to her right, forced to back up. Now the Raiders looking for some motion offense here. Kate Sandwood at the top of the key. She's pivoting around. Down to Scholes. Scholes gets trapped up. Kate Sand will look out for Richardson. Maya Richardson looking in for Sawyer. She's guarded by two very tall players. Back out. Kate Sand back into Sawyer. That ball, she can't handle it. It'll be Mankato East on the turnover. Mankato East. Now Bergholz again with the ball. She'll pass it off to Beatty. Beatty looking long for Full. Just couldn't keep a handle of it. Back out. Beatty with the ball into Omote. Back out to Full. Fakes the three-pointer. Drives in. Right foot floater. Can't get it. That one's in the possession of the Raiders. And now fouling is Mankato East. They tried to keep that ball, but Kate Sand wisely held on to it. A foul coming for the Cougars. There's now some subs coming in. Cora McBroom comes out for Kat Organ. That'll leave number 24 Kylan Stangl back in for the Cougars, as well as number 42 Haley Petzel and number 5 Amber Reuter. It's now Tatum Sawyer to take up the ball. She picks up her dribble. Very far out is now finding Kate Sand as that one's just long. Raiders can't get the offensive rebound. That one was all Kylie Stangl. Now looking up wide open is Reuter. She'll fake the shot. She'll go up with it. That'll be long off the backboard. Rebounded by the Raiders. Now Richardson going up with it. She'll look to pass it out to Sawyer. Sawyer fakes the shot, goes left, can't get it. Kat Organ goes to her right. Can't find the gap. Now she looks in for Kate Sand. Kate Sand on the jump shot. She'll get it. Good shot by Kate Sand. Brings the Raiders back within single digits. Now down by 9. 45-36. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now the Cougars come back with this ball. That one finds the hands of Full. Back over to Stengel. Stengel with the ball. She'll go right. She'll go for a floater. That one's blocked by Kate Sand. Kate Sand gets fouled by Macy Bergholz on the transition.
Kate Sand flying around here, single-handedly basically keeping the Raiders in this game, making plays on offense and defense here. Absolutely very impactful here.
Yeah, and Macy Bergholz is only 2 fouls away from getting fouled out of this game. That would be a huge boost from the Raiders if they were able to get her out of this game.
Yeah, so Oregon now with the ball driving up into the lane. She pulls up for the shot. Can't quite find it. And bounces off the rim, back on the backboard, back of the rim. Cougars grab that rebound pretty easy.
As Bergholz now with it. She'll look out. She'll find Reuter. Reuter kicks it out for Stengel. Stengel to the corner to Full. Full back to Stengel. Top of the key. She'll look wide, almost intercepted. Reuter with the jump shot on the right hand. She'll get fouled. She'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, a little too tight defense there by the Raiders. Continuing the aggressive play, but a little too much on that one.
Yeah, now 2 Raiders looking to check in after this first shot at the charity stripe. Amber Reuter, her first shot is good. She sinks that one. Number 12, Ellie Edberg, back into the game. She'll take off Full. And Mahal back into this game, as well as Grace Mostad.
So Reuter lines up her second shot here. Chance to make it a 9-point game again. Or an 11-point game, excuse me. It's up. It's no good. Sand gets the rebound. Mostad going up court for the Raiders here. Crosses over into the lane. Kicks it out to Mahal. Mahal going up into the lane. Down to Sand in the paint. Back out to Oregon. Oregon drives up. Ends up finding Sand, but can't quite find it. Oregon didn't have a good pass. Sand couldn't hold on to it. So now Mankato East going to take over. Going up.
Bergholz back with the ball. Now up. That's Stengel with a shot. She'll get it right from the free throw line. Stengel was wide open on that jump shot. Mankato East now goes up by 12. Now Tatum Sawyer driving to her left. Forced to reset back to Kat Oregon. Over to Mostad. Mostad assessing her options on the triple threat. Back over to Kat Oregon. She'll drive in, turn around. Can't find the jump shot. Same thing on that drive by Mostad. Now Amber Mahal in on the drive. Spins right, can't find it. Back into the hands of the Cougars. This is Bergholz with it. She'll look in. Stengel on the shot off the rim. She was just too far under. Couldn't get it above the rim. As now Bergholz with the three-pointer, rims out. Kate Sand comes down with it. She'll give it up over to Grace Mostad, who will drive in. Finds Kat Oregon on the three-point line. She'll take it and she'll make it. Kat Oregon. Three-pointer brings the Raiders back within 10 points. Bergholz now with it. Passes it out over to Amber Reuter. Back over to Stengel. Stengel with the three. Airballs it. Wide left. Just not enough on it. That's somewhat of a momentum change that the Raiders really need. Is now a timeout taken by Paul Eddy. I believe that'll be a 30-second or a full 1 minute timeout. Take a quick 1 minute ad break. Be back to you for more Raider girls basketball on NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching your Northfield Raider girls basketball team take on the Mankato East Cougars. Raiders currently down by 9 points, 48-39 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 6:19 to go. So Raiders will get the ball in Mankato East back on their 1-2-2 zone press. So instead they'll break it down. She's going to go to a man defense. Now up the floor is Sawyer. Now Mostad with it at the top of the key. She'll drive to her left. And it'll be bounced around. It'll find the hands of the Cougars. The Cougars steal that one away. Bergholz will take it up for the Cougars. She'll go to her left. She'll drive in. Kicks it out. Just can't get a handle on it. Back over. Stengel now with it. Back over to Edberg. Edberg back into Stengel. Turn around and face the basket. She'll look wide. Stolen by Tatum Sawyer. She'll pick up her dribble at half court. So get it out to Mostad. Mostad driving to her left. She'll look for a layup. Just can't get enough juice on it. So one falls back into the hands of Mankato East. Now going up for the shot. That layup is Amber Reuter on the transition basket.
Yeah, Cougars kind of pulling away on this one. Currently 50-39 lead here as Mostad tries to get the ball off the court here for the Raiders, eventually finding Oregon. Flips it over to Mahal. Mahal driving up into the paint. Goes up for the layup. It's too much on that one.
That is now rebounded by Mankato East. Once again, Bergholz taking up the ball. Back over Bergholz. Excuse me, that was Petzel. That one's rebounded by Kate Sand. Back over to Tatum Sawyer. Sawyer now looking. Finds Mostad. Mostad on the three. No good to the right. Rebounded by Kat Oregon. Kat Oregon goes up. No good, but she'll get a foul call on it. She'll get 2 shots at the charity stripe. That one was on, I believe, number 12, Ellie Edberg. That'll be her 3rd foul, too. So some Mankato players getting in some foul trouble here, but with only 5 minutes left as the first shot by Oregon goes in. Some subs coming for the Raiders. McBroom comes on as well as Scholes comes on. They'll take off Sawyer and Kate Sand. Both of those players having a pretty good game so far. It's Cat Oregon's second shot will fall. So now those 2 shots bring the Raiders back within double digits, back to 9 points. The Mankato East Cougars look to get it going. Bergholz over to Full. Full with the ball. She'll look for Edberg on the back cut. Edberg just too much on that layup. That falls in the hands of Cat Oregon. Oregon back over to Scholes. Scholes back to Mostad. Mostad directing traffic. Goes to her left. Turns around. Can't find anyone. McBroom in the paint. Back to Mostad. Mostad driving to the right. In the lane. Mostad step back. Just can't get enough on that jumper. As that one will find nothing but air. Once again, Bergholz taking it up for the Cougars. Bergholz resets it back at the top of the key. Back out, finds Beatty. Beatty with a 3-point shot. That one is just far to the left, but it's rebounded by Bergholz. That one's tipped away and blocked by McBroom. Taken away by Mostad. Mostad driving into the paint. Back out, she'll kick it back out. McBroom at the top of the key. Now Mostad again with a shot. That one is no good, just short. That one's tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Arietta Moat. Well, we might get a foul. I'll get a foul instead before on Arietta Moat. That'll be your second foul. The Cougars already up to 6 fouls on this half. So the Raiders in the bonus on this next foul. As the inbound pass goes to Mahal, she just can't get it on the reverse layup. It'll be Mankato East ball. Bergholz taking it up. She'll wait for this play set up. Looking at a box set for the Cougars. So look, cross screen. Full comes across. Still controlling traffic is Bergholz. She'll drive to her right. Bergholz now step back. The shot is no good. Too much on it. But rebounded by Edberg. Edberg's shot does not go, but she's fouled. That'll be on.
That's going to be a Mahal there. She got a little too close on that one. Tries to stick out her arm, and she just kind of shoved her there instead of really trying to go for the ball instead.
Yeah, that one's unfortunate. That first shot by Edberg is up and in. Yeah, just some confusion and mayhem down in the paint there off of the missed shot by Bergholz, rebounded by Edberg. She'll take her second shot. Second one is on the way, and it's good. Edberg finds nothing but net on that one. That's one thing the Raiders have somewhat been struggling on is their free throws. I think they're shooting about maybe 60%. As now Mostad drives in, can't find it. That one will be off of McBroom. She tried to control it, but just couldn't as that one's pushed out of bounds. Now coming in for the Raiders, Tatum Sawyer and Kate Sand. They'll take off Caitlin Scholes and Cora McBroom. Cora McBroom, her brother Dyson McBroom, is on the boys' team. He's scored his first varsity points, I think, the other week.
I think that is right, yeah.
So a big basketball family there is now Mankato East in the paint. Back out to Beatty. She'll find Full back over to Bergholz. Bergholz off the screen by Stengel. Bergholz driving to the left. She'll maybe look to take a step back here. Bergholz finding Full. Full finding Beatty. Beatty with the three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Stengel. That one is fouled. Stengel is fouled on the shot. She'll get 2 free throws. That one, I believe, was by Amber Mahal again. Amber now up to 2 fouls on the game, and Kat Organ will look to check in. Stengel's first shot is no good. And just too long as Kat Organ now subs in for Richardson. So Raiders look to get their starters in for the rest of the game. Now Stengel on the second shot. That one is up. That one is in. Stengel finds the net on that second one as they're back in a very tight man press. They're looking for the trap. Now taking the ball up is Tatum Sawyer. Sawyer cuts back around, drives into the paint on a right. Into Sand. Sand on the layup, just misses. The ball's bouncing around, rebounded by Mostad. Mostad now finding Kat Organ, driving into her left. Organ turns around, finds Sawyer. Sawyer can't get it. Sawyer now over to Kat Organ. Kat Organ finds Mostad as she's fouled. That'll be a push. That'll send Mostad to the line for the 1-and-1. And that, you just can't do that if you're Mankato East. I mean, you got him at 5 seconds in the shot clock. You're in the bonus if you foul.
That's just situational awareness right there, knowing that you just can't do that. You know, you got to recognize that they're running out of time here. You can play aggressive, but not quite that. That's a perfect shot right there.
Yeah, Grace Mostad, or excuse me, Grayson. Yeah, or no, Grace Mostad. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong person. Yeah, she gets that shot, and her second one's on the way. That one again, and perfect swish is now. Paul Eddy once again call a timeout. That one, I think a 30-second. So we'll take a 30-second ad break. Be back to you for more basketball action on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. Your Northfield Raiders are down 10, 43-53. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard against the Mankato East Cougars. Mankato East Cougars, the big favorites coming into this game, but the Raiders keeping very tight with them. As now the Cougars find Full as they'll settle into their offense. Full, she'll find Macy Bergholz. Bergholz gets the play set up. They're looking in a stack situation in the post. Bergholz putting some moves on. She'll look out instead for Stengel. Stengel across the lane to Full. Full with the shot, and she'll make it. Just inside of the three-point line on that far side. Now coming up the court with it is Mostad. Mostad kicks it out to Amber Mahal. Mahal over to Sawyer. Sawyer with the three-point shot. She got it. What a shot by Sawyer, as she's got the Raiders back within 9. And you gotta press up if you're the Raiders. You gotta get this ball back. Mankato East looking to dribble out the shot clock. Now over long to Full. Over to Beatty. Back over to Full. Full with the three-point shot. She no good. That one's rebounded by Kat Organ as she's swallowed up and she's fouled by Mankato East. You can't do that. You can't do that if you're Mankato
No,
East.
absolutely not.
You're up by 9.
Out of everything you could do, you just let her take that ball up court right there in that situation.
Yeah,
you cannot do that here in the bonus here. Way down, right under your own basket. She's got to go the full length of the court here, and now they have it right here.
Cat Oregon's first shot is up and away. I mean, of all the people to do it, don't foul Mostad and don't foul Cat Oregon.
Yeah. Just a massive mistake there by Mankato East. We'll see if Oregon can get the second one, and she does.
As Oregon gets the second one, and now the Raiders are at 7, and they saved a whole bunch of time. They didn't even have to run a play. Is now running down the lane is Beatty into full over to Edberg. She'll make that 2-pointer as the Raiders now need to scramble for some 3-point shots. Mosey out to Amber Mahal, over to Tatum Sawyer. Sawyer drives in, finds Mahal. Mahal on the 3-point shot, no good, just far rebounded by the Cougars, and now fouling is Tatum Sawyer. So Raiders will start the fouling scramble.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't start a little earlier, but yeah, they'll give that one to Sawyer. Sawyer's first. Raiders at 5 now.
As inbounding the ball is Maddie Beatty as the Raiders look to stop this inbound. That's inbounded by Bergholz. She's fouled again. So they'll look to move this ball up, and they'll take it back at the baseline. 6 fouls for the Raiders. This next one will put them in the bonus. If I'm the Raiders, the one person you can't let get this ball is Bergholz, because she's great at the line. As now it's in the hands of Edberg. She's fouled there by Amber Mahal. 23.6 left on the clock. Raiders down by 9. I mean, nothing's impossible, but this is going to be a tall task for the Raiders.
Yeah.
To come back. 9 points in this game as now Edberg is at the line. She's been maybe about 50% on her free throws this game.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully she misses one before the second, but we'll see. First shot is on the way. That one is good. So that one is a clean swish right through the circle.
Yeah, so she lines up her second one here.
Yeah, Raiders down by 10. 11 if she makes this on the way. She does make it. A rattle around. Raiders now down by 11. It's now taking it up as Mostad. Mostad kicks it, tries to kick it back to Sawyer as she's fouled again. You got to stop fouling.
Yeah. What is going on here, Mankato East's mind?
Yeah.
You might as well just let her shoot that ball up and just milk this clock out for what it's worth, but ends up putting her back at the line.
Echoing the sentiments of a Mankato East fan, is the first shot by Mostad is a fan saying,
"What's going on here?
Don't put your hands on her."
Yeah.
And pretty solid train of thought is now Mostad on her second shot. She'll come up short. That one's rebounded by the Cougars, and now fouling. That'll be Kate Sand. She'll foul number 24, Kylan Stengel. We'll see how these next 2 shots pan out. Only 15 seconds left for the Raiders, down by 10. Hopefully Stengel misses these as she makes both. Raiders would be down by 12. Also, the next foul for the Raiders will be 2 shots no matter what. This will be in the double bonus. That first shot by Stengel will go in.
So Stengel pretty much wrapping this one up right here.
Second one up and no good. Rebounded by Kate Sand. Tatum Sawyer driving in. She'll take a 3-pointer. That quick 3-pointer is no good. All air. 6.9 seconds left. Yeah. And Paul Eddy calling off the Hounds, telling them don't foul anymore. Yeah, this game is basically over. As that time will wind down. Mankato East 60, Raiders 49. That'll be the final. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll take an ad break. Be back to you after. Give you some final scores and the Service Master post-game summary. We'll be back to you on NorthfieldLive.com.
KYMN Radio 95.1 has been serving the Northfield area since 1968, delivering local news, weather, and sports every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether it's 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net, we'll keep you up to date with the latest happenings and events in Northfield and the surrounding area. And be sure to follow us on social media too. KYMN 95.1, we're all things Northfield.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
The Class 1A section champions, and they are on their way to St. Paul, Minnesota.
McBroom looks at a three, takes a three, and there's a three.
Fires it just a little, and the open, and she scores on the rebound, and the Raiders have tied it up.
The pin here.
Races trade on.
He's looking for it.
12 seconds. At the 10, at the 5, touchdown, Northfield.
Tries to go to the backhand and scores. Andrew Winter on the penalty shot.
Got a B from Mary McDowell. Wow, that swing was awesome.
2, 3. No good. Raiders got it. Richardson. That's it. What a win here.
All right, welcome to your post-game cleanup, sponsored by Service Master by Hyatt. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. So the Raiders lose this game 60-49 against Mankato East Cougars. That will take them to 5-12 in the season, 4-9 in the Big Nine. Cougars going up to 12-6, 9-2 in the Big Nine.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate loss here for the Raiders. They definitely came out really strong in the first half. Went into halftime with a lead after the three-pointer by Cat Oregon, but just couldn't quite hold on to that. They came out pretty good in the second half to start it off, and then I don't know what it is. They just can't quite hold on to that in the second half, and Mankato East was just able to continue their momentum that they were able to grab, and the Raiders just weren't really able to stop them.
Yeah, obviously basketball is a game of runs, so, when one team goes on a run, you got to respond back with your run, and unfortunately there was just a point where the Raiders weren't able to do that. There was obviously a lot of rebounding mistakes by Mankato East. The Raiders had countless opportunities on second chance points, but they just couldn't capitalize on those, and that really kind of sealed their fate in terms of just kind of being down throughout the rest of that second half.
Yeah, for sure. Raiders there was one run where it was tied up like 30 apiece, and then just you blink your eyes and suddenly it's 40-30, and Raiders just didn't seem to have anything going for them. So Mankato East was just able to pull off and really one of those, and that was pretty much it for the second half after they were able to snap off that little run right there. It was probably like 7 points in a minute or something in game time, and Raiders just weren't really able to claw back after that.
Yeah, but especially coming in as a heavy underdog, this is a good performance for the Raiders.
For sure.
I mean, only losing by 11, and a lot of those points coming in garbage time.
Yeah.
About maybe adjusted a 9-point loss, but still, when you lose to the number 1, number 2 team in the conference, especially only by that small margin that we saw throughout this game, that's a hell of a performance, especially by a lot of these young players. They really stepped up in that first half, and if it isn't for that little lull in the second half, you're neck and neck all the way through.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that'll pretty much do it here from Northfield High School. Raiders fall 60-49 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard to the Mankato East Cougars. Looking ahead on the schedule a little bit here, starting next week, we've got a busy one. Starting the 30th, we have boys hockey and Rochester Mayo at the same time. So boys hockey will be across town. Rochester Mary will be here. Boys hockey is going to be on KYMN. And then starting in February the 1st, we have girls hockey. The 2nd, we have girls basketball. The 3rd, we have boys hockey. So a really full week for us next week here on NorthfieldLive.com, and we're here for all of it. So make sure to stay tuned on our schedule on NorthfieldLive.com, on our streaming schedule, and on social media at Northfield Live on most things. And I think that'll pretty much do it here.
Yeah, thank you for watching NorthfieldLive.com.